Hey, it's Dr. J. Hi everybody, wanted to do a quick video to show you how to import your course content and how to change your due dates. Alright, so we're going to go to Courses. We're currently in Atlas. We're going to go to My Courses. And this is going to take us to our dashboard. So if you do not see the classes that you're teaching for the current semester, merely go to Courses. You're going to click on All Courses. When I go down to All Courses, I'm going to scroll down until I get to Future Enrollments. For this example, I'm going to use GEB 3213. So since it's not on my dashboard, I'm going to favorite it, and I'm going to go back to my dashboard. All right, now I can see it. So we're going to click on this, and we're going to import some information because this is empty. So let's go to Settings. In Settings, we can see that the start and end date of the course is a 16-week class. We're going to go to Import Course Content. We're going to click down, and we're going to click on Canvas Course Export Package. We're going to select a file, and we're going to find the package that corresponds with the title, which is GEB 3213. This is the whole package, meaning that this is the 16-week version, so you must adjust the dates if you're teaching an 8-week or a 8-week 1 or 8-week 2. We're going to choose. We're going to click All Content, and we're going to import. So that's going to take a minute to import. So while that's importing, I'm going to show you the other link I wanted to show you, which is the Valencia homepage, and we're going to click on Academic Calendar. So when you're clicking on and figuring out your due dates, this is a really nifty tool to use to get your thoughts together for your due dates. So we're going to click on the important dates and deadlines. So we're going to scroll down to the corresponding semester, and we see that all 16-week courses start on January 19th, or I'm sorry, January 7th, right here, okay? So they start on January 7th, and they end on the 21st of April, right there. So we see that. We also see 8-week 1 right here. So this column are all the dates for 8-week 1, and this column are all the dates for 8-week 2. All right. And again, you click on the Valencia homepage to get there. Now, if you're more of a visual and you like to print yours out, you can always click on the calendar, and you could find the corresponding semester and actually see your due dates and highlight them and create them that way as well. All right, that's still importing. So let's go over some items over here. So the home page and the syllabus page work basically the same. The home page is where you go when you want to go back to the original page of the course. Announcements is where you would go to to announce to your students different changes. The assignments is where there's the entire list of assignments. Discussions, the same thing. Grades, that's where students can see their grades, and you can see all the grades at one time. People is everybody inside of the course. Pages is all the pages of the course. Files is disabled for students. It's where all your supplementals are, including the midterm questions, the activities in the course, the textbook, and the grading template. The syllabus is the syllabus for the course. This is the learning outcomes for the course. The quizzes is the midterm and the final. The modules show all the individual modules. Conferences is what you would use if you wanted to do an interactive online type of lecture. Collaborations is what you would call to use for when you're doing group work. Attendance is the attendance of the course, and the chat is the overall chat that we have with individual students. The lockdown is if you wanted to lock down the browser for students that per se wanted to use other windows, but I don't use that for this particular course or any of the courses because they use PDFs and sometimes online textbooks because there's a link there as well. The My Media is where the videos that you want to use for the course are. And then, but keep in mind, all of the videos in the course are already embedded inside the course. So that's really just if you want to add more things to your course. Student feedback on instruction is where students can give feedback on the overall course. And the settings is where you would go to do other things you would want to do in the course as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it. All these items here are per se not going to be utilized in the course. Some items are, some items aren't. If you would like to enable something, you would simply go to settings and you would choose on navigation. And these are all the current things that are available. Now, if they're enabled, students can see them. So if you wanted to disable something, you would literally click on the three dots. You would hit disabled, and now it moves it down to the disabled part, and you would hit save. All right, so let's go back to our import and see how that's doing. Oh, it's almost done. So again, this takes a few minutes, but once it uploads, you're able to go ahead and do all your changes to your due dates. Now keep in mind, the package that's currently being imported is a 16-week course. It is not formulated for an 8-week 1 or an 8-week 2 course. So you will have to do and update your due dates for all the assignments for an 8-week 1 and an 8-week 2 course. This is a 16-week, which is also the master course for the overall program. Now, when you're creating your due dates for these items, there's no set template for that. You can do, pretty much what you want to, as long as you're grading everything on time and giving feedback to students, because this is a critical thinking, open education type program. So students thrive on your feedback, which is, like I told you, the same thing that's inside of the files right here, which is the BAS BOL grading template. So there's some specific things in there to help you with grading and not make grading so arduous and long-term and taking a lot of time. So I tried to make sure I supplied that as well. All right. Something else I wanted to talk about was to make sure that, if you're teaching different modalities and you do your 8-week version of your classes and you simply want to redo the same exact thing and change your dates, you could do this as well. That same section over here that talks about the export. So if you're comfortable, once you do your due dates, if you're teaching more than one 8-week or more than one 16-week, you can really export this content and save it to wherever you want to as the entire course. It will not hurt the course, okay? Once you export it, if you're good with the dates, you can import it into another course because everything is basically the same as long as you're using the template that, the most updated template that you have with the download, okay? We're gonna go to import course. Almost there, almost. Still running, just a little bit. Yeah, it takes a little bit, a little while. It takes a few minutes. All right, so that's it. Make sure if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to do this part, you reach out to me because I want to make sure that everybody's comfortable with doing this, which is all a part of the experience and making sure students are ready for success. All right, so we are completed. So we're going to go to home. Oh, it's all there. Yay. So currently the class would be unpublished, so you could publish it early if you want to, but you don't have to. You would update the syllabus by clicking on it. It would download. Once you did your updates, you would come here and you would highlight this and you would go to files and you would find your file link and you would click it and you would select it and then you would upload it. right there, and then you would update syllabus. So that's how you do that. So the updates to the actual due dates. So I clicked on assignments right here. To me, it's easier to do it from assignments. You can do it from anywhere. You can even do it from the home page. So right-clicking these items, when you go in here, in order to edit the dates, you also have to edit the entire page. So be careful not to change anything here and just scroll all the way down. So the due date, availability date, and until date. These are 3 different dates. The due date is when things are due. Available is when students actually have the ability to see it and submit. And the until date is when they no longer have the ability to submit. So the discussions always have the same due dates. To change the date, all you merely do is click on the calendar and change the date. When you were done, you would save. So let's go to the exercises. The exercises are the same way. I would right click, I would open it. Once I get to the exercise, in order to edit the dates, I would click on edit. I would scroll down. And as you see, there's no availability date is there either. So that means the students can see it anytime they want to. So the due date right here and the until date is the last day that grades can be submitted as far as this course goes. So I made it Saturday 11:59, but if you would like to change it to Sunday at 4 p.m. or things like that, that's fine. But keep in mind, this is the last day of the class, meaning that more than likely grades are due to the college by Monday at 9 a.m. So if you extend this to Sunday, then you have to make sure your grade book is up to date and current. All right? I don't know why it's saying that. Oh, it says it's locked. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's basically how to do all that. Another feature that I think is really helpful is when you click on quizzes. And if you would like to, when you have students in here, I normally allow students, as you can see right here, there's no time limit, so students can definitely go in here and see what they need to see. But if a student needs to retake the exam because they did really bad, or you just want to give them a second chance, once a student takes it, you would click up here and you would go to show student quiz results, and then you would click on the student's name and literally just add an attempt. It's as simple as a little pop-up that says add attempt, and you would click it, and then the student gets a second attempt. All right, let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about how to import your course, or about how to do due dates, how to do due dates, and let me know how it can be of assistance. So until then, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk to you soon.